We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Washington Nationals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Who's going to win this showdown between these two? Find out next. Kurt Schilling will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Trey Turner. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And it's fouled away.
First pitch, 7-16.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split it 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
The 1-2. Fouled away. Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He'll enter play here with an average just over 250. 9 homers and 25 driven in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. First chance for him here after appearing as a pinch hitter in the game last night. The 0-1 pitch. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a...
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Steven Strasburg, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Steven Strasburg has been good since he put on a uniform. The pride and joy of San Diego State University. The closest thing we've seen to Nolan Ryan. Mid to upper 90s fastball. Great changeup, great curveball, and great slider. Very, very rarely do you see a guy have a 4-pitch mix that's as good as Steven Strasburg's.
Digging in, Jimmy Rollins. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now here's the pitch. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
Soto has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Chase Utley.
Coming to the plate now, Chase Utley. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-1. Strasburg has pitched just under 60 innings, and through those innings he's posted a whip a little under 1.5. Certainly something he'd like to improve on. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. The 1-2. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Into the box, Chuck Klein, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 6 home runs, 18 driven in. Oh, 1 pitch on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike. Yep, that ball went out.
Utley leads off first with 1 away. Oh, he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Still 2-2. Softly hit down to third. Likely no shot at 2. Murphy, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Batting 4.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Mike Schmidt. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here comes the 0-1. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. The 1-1. And there he goes towards second. Strike call. Now the throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Philadelphia, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. In now for Washington, Andre Dawson. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Popped up. Allen is calling for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, Andre Galarraga.
Ready now, Andres Galarraga, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Strike taken up in the zone.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Here now is Juan Soto. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Here's the 1-1. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in, Dick Allen, and he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Allen is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think.
And Vlad won't catch up. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
So digging in now, Greg Luzinski. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
So stepping in, Shane Victorino. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Called strike at the knees, 1-1. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. That's lifted the other way out to left. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Mike Lieberthal. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
The 0-2 home. Now a Slurve's going to bounce up to the plate as he lays off it for a ball. Two balls and two strikes to the Phillies catcher. Two pitches fouled away. One out and a runner on second base. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Hit on the ground out to short. Turner has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. So next to the plate for the Phils, Kurt Schilling. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
A 1-ball, 2-strike count to the Phillies pitcher.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Murphy is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the Phillies 1 and the Nationals nothing.
Back now in Philadelphia, home of the Phillies, who've certainly benefited from some solid pitching all season long. At the start of the day's action, they come in having issued the fewest walks in the league, while carrying around the best overall ERA as well. Talking with one coach earlier, he told me how much pride their pitchers take in attacking the zone. He said they all have dynamic stuff, and they have a lot of confidence that if they're just throwing a lot of strikes, the velocity, movement, and deception of their pitches will take care of the rest. Guys, it's a staff that will come right after you, but they don't think you can hit it either.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ball one.
Outside.
Popped him up. Rollins is there for it. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting it.
One away now in the Washington third. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Carter is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business. And maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. And he misses again, ball three.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate now, Steven Strasburg. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. One and two to the Nationals pitcher.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
This is foul right side. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and stepping in as the veteran shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins.
He's set, and the pitch. And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Dawson is there, and he has it for the first out. So one gone now as we give you a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Digging in to try it again, Chase Utley. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. One out, nobody on. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Yanked on the ground down the line. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at bat. That knock had to feel good.
At the plate, Chuck Klein, as Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Strasburg on 1-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one, and he's safe.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Mike Schmidt. As Strasburg will get ahead of him here with strike one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. On the ground to short. This could be 2. Turner fields it cleanly. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Standing in, Dick Allen. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
Ball one to start the at-bat. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out to right field. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Greg Luzinski. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Comes set, now the pitch. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by Murphy. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 2 and the Nationals nothing. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now the pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A ball and a strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now a pitch on the way.
1-1.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
A ball and 2 strikes now. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Boy, he's got great stuff today, doesn't he? That's 7 punch-outs now here in the middle innings. He's up over 1 an inning up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can change their plan of attack and start to put the ball in play. But right now, that's just not happening.
In now, Vladimir Guerrero. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Seared down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Good idea, but Vlad's not going for it. 1-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail it here 2-0. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Shane Victorino.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Drilled on the ground to short. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
At the plate, Mike Lieberthal comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. From the stretch. The bouncer to the left side. Throw to first will get him. Already 2 away here in the home 4th.
Now batting.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Curt Schilling. He flew out in his last at-bat. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Turner is there, and the side is retired. Phillies down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Andre Dawson. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And now a pitch on the way. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line hard toward right center. And there's the first hit of the game for the Nats.
Now batting, the first baseman, Andre Galarraga.
Into the box now, Andres Galarraga, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball. 1-1. Has a look, now the pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. From the belt, the pitch to 2-2 now. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Into the corner and slicing foul. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
Gotta believe that runner from first is going to be in motion, especially in this situation. As an offensive player, just hit something hard because those defenders are going to be moving.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. The next 3-2. Again, he sends it out of play. The next 3-2. That misses. So a single and a walk, and it's first and second with nobody out.
This is only their second base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Juan Soto to the plate now, and he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners up. This game is too close to get greedy.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
None out, runners at first and second. 3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. Looking up is the center fielder. And gone. A dramatic home run that gives them their first lead of the game. So a 3-run shot to right center field. 8th home run on the season for him as the Nationals claim a 3-2 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Daniel Murphy steps in now
Daniel.
as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Now for 4 innings, he was great. But here in the 5th, he looks like a completely different guy out there. That happens a lot when a pitcher is facing batters for the 2nd or 3rd time in a game.
Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. The 1-2. Misses for the 2nd ball.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
3 runs already home here. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get in the chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
And the Hall of Fame catcher Gary Carter hits next. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Carter playing here in his age 26 season. He's in the midst of his 20th major league campaign. Pretty remarkable. Almost 2 full decades playing at the highest level. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Grounded to third. Schmidt's got it. On to first, and there were 2 down. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Steven Strasburg. First pitch coming. Here it is. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing, and he pops him up. Rollins is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Nationals strike for 3, all coming via this 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the 5th, and Washington's taken a 3-2 lead. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope, that's down.
The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate here as that misses.
Well, we all know he can burn on a base pass, right? But that's a little tougher to do when you've got a nice goose egg on your leg. It's tough to do like that.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
Digging in and looking for more, Chase Utley, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a good breaking ball as he gets the bottom of the zone. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Murphy on to first, a double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Digging in, Chuck Klein. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail 3-2. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and in the bat is Trey Turner.
Trey Turner.
First pitch on its way. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Popped him up. Lieberthal over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Anthony Rendon. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Hit back up the middle, scooped up, and there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Striding in now for the Nats, Vladimir Guerrero. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. On the screws to shortstop, but caught to retire the side. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next will be the imposing power bat, Mike Schmidt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chopped up the line to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in now, Dick Allen.
Dick Allen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. One ball and 1 strike to the Phillies first baseman. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Ball 3-1.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He loses him on ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Now at the plate, Greg Luzinski. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Here's a look over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. Hit sharply on the ground, and that's through for a hit. And he is in there.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Shane Victorino comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. From the belt. kicks and deals. Drilled down the line. Oh, look at Rendon. One there. On to first. Not in time as the umpire was right there to make the call.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Now at the plate, Mike Lieberthal. Strasburg comes set. Here's the first pitch. Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. And this one's too far inside, ball 2. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 3-0 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And Vlad won't get there. This is a foul ball. The 3-1. And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
On his way out to the mound now, the Washington manager. And that's going to do it now for Steven Strasburg. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Steve Rogers trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Number 45, Steve Rogers.
Lenny Dykes will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Lenny Dykes.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Comes in with an average of 265. 1 home run, 9 driven in. He's set. The 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. From the stretch, the 1-2. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with just the 1. We're through 6 full, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Rick Wise is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Andre Dawson. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. In now, Andres Galarraga. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1. Popped him up. Lieberthal is under this one. And that's out number 2. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Juan Soto.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. The 2-0. Two out, nobody on. Three balls and a strike to the Nationals left fielder.
Gotta believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nationals gone in order. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Digging in the switch hitter, Jimmy Rollins. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So now to the plate, Chase Utley, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now batting, Chuck Klein. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field.
What a nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Stayed on the attack, kept his hands inside the ball, and took what the pitcher gave him.
Into the box, Mike Schmidt. He swings and grounds it to short, and that's through for his first base hit in this one. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Dick Allen is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Ball 2 now.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
92 down the pipe, and it's 2-1.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
The set and the 2-1. 2-2 now. 2 down, runners at first and second. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Here's Daniel Murphy now, and this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out to left. Luzinski is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1. Into the box now, Gary Carter. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Rusty Stubbs will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 4, Rusty Stubbs.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. The average at 284 to begin play. 6 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike. 0-2. Stubbs is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. This is his first year at the big league level. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Still tied 3-3. Bill Stone is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 26, Bill Stone.
Standing in, Greg Luzinski. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Greg Luzinski.
First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Line toward right center. And there's a base hit. So just like that, the leadoff man's aboard, representing the potential go-ahead run.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Row. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out swinging the bat.
Dawson will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting.
Now in the box, Mike Lieberthal. First pitch on its way. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And this is reached for and fouled away off to the right as the count moves to 0-2 now. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in two that time. Throw on to first, two gone.
And you know, guys, if this bat doesn't break, it's probably a double play ball, but that just wasn't happening here. Good job to make sure of one, though.
Johnny Callison will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 6, Johnny Callison.
And he takes ball one. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. One and 0. Here it is. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
And this one's in the dirt. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Sliding stop by Murphy. How about that? Phillies strand one. Score remains tied at 3-3. Jim Bunning will be on the mound to start the ninth inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Here now is Trey Turner, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
The shortstop, Trey Turner.
Here's the first pitch to him. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Fouled off. Now another 2-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So striding in, Anthony Rendon. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. And that misses, ball one. Bunning has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
2 balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon. Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
The 3-0. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Digging in once again, Vladimir Guerrero. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
First and second here with nobody out. Guerrero in front, 2-0 to Vlad.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
And it doesn't look like they want to give Vlad anything here. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Klein is there, 1 away. Now a long throw to third.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Ready once again, Andre Dawson. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with 1 away. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's all.
Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. The catch is made. Here comes the go-ahead run for the plate. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 4-3 game.
Hey, putting together good at-bats late in the games can really help out. And how about this sac fly right here? Good at-bat that leads to his team getting the lead here in the late innings.
At the plate, Andres Galarraga. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
0-1, here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Two and two.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home is back up the middle and into center field.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Juan Soto will stand in as he's accounted for one of the biggest at-bats of the game so far. A 3-run shot back in the 5th that's really energized his ball club. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Just hung in there on that one. The set and the 1-2 struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swing. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Top of the order due up. The Nationals are out in front here, 4-3. Jeff Bearden comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 41, Jeff Bearden.
Stepping in, Jimmy Rollins. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Hey, it's never easy scoring runs against a closer, but this lineup is setting up perfectly right now as the leadoff hitter leads off this inning.
Fouled away. Now the pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
When your closer comes in and strikes out the first guy he faces, everyone on the team can kind of take a deep breath. Still have 2 more outs to get, but retiring that leadoff guy is always huge when you're trying to shut a game down.
Now here's the pitch. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. Count even now at 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And they'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning. So coming to the plate, Chuck Klein. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Oh, that's good.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Fouled off. Philly down to their last strike. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another one sent foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he will make the catch to wrap this one up. And the Nationals have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the ninth, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Washington came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Bill Stone earns his third win of the year in relief. Jeff Reardon closes the door for the save, his 13th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for the ball game tonight: for the victorious Washington Nationals, 4 runs on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For Philadelphia, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 4 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.